We begin tonight at 6 with a lawsuit centered around your First Amendment rights. Can you be fired for something you post or say online?
That's exactly what the ACLU says happened to a former Ball State University administrator. And now they say that move violated her First Amendment rights. Emily Longnecker live here in studio with the latest details of this lawsuit. Emily.
And Scott, that employee is Suzanne Swartz. Swartz's termination is one of many seen across the country in the wake of social media posts about Charlie Kirk's assassination, and the ACLU of Indiana believes there's likely to be more lawsuits like this one filed. This lawsuit alleges that although Swartz's opinion was on a controversial subject, her speech was protected by the First Amendment, and her firing, they say, was unconstitutional.
September 12th, the day that my private post was made public without my consent, was one of the worst days of my life.
Even so, former Ball State University Director of Health Promotion and Advocacy, Suzanne Swartz, says she stands by the post she made following Charlie Kirk's assassination.
I do not regret the post I made, and I would not take back what I said. I believe that I, along with every other person in this country, have First Amendment rights and to be able to speak on a number of things.
The university isn't commenting on the lawsuit, saying that's out of respect for the judicial process. But initially, after Swartz's firing, said her post caused significant disruption on campus and was, quote, inconsistent with the distinctive nature and trust of her leadership. The ACLU of Indiana sees it differently.
It's not the case that a person speaking in their personal capacity, on their personal time, on their personal Facebook page can be seen as representing a viewpoint of the university, and one should expect that government employees hold all kinds of beliefs or opinions that their employer wouldn't necessarily adopt as their own, but that's not the standard the First Amendment imposes.
According to the lawsuit, Swartz posted her thoughts on Kirk's death on her private Facebook page that only her friends could see. The lawsuit alleges someone screenshotted that post, editing it to show it next to Swartz's employee listing in Ball State's staff directory. And that's what made its way around social media, including to Attorney General Todd Rokita's Eyes on Education portal. In the days following Kirk's death, Rokita asked Hoosiers to report educators and administrators rationalizing or celebrating Kirk's assassination. Swartz said it's all led to calls with people leaving vulgar messages, including one phone call that caused her to file a police report.
I did receive a voicemail to my personal cell phone that listed my full name, including my middle name, my title at work, my full home address, and that maybe I deserve what Charlie got, is what the person said.
Swartz called it all unbelievable that she's in a position she never imagined.
I've had a wide range of emotions in the wake of this entire situation, and they come and go.
Now, the lawsuit is asking for damages, which could include lost income. The ACLU says Swartz does not want her job back. The lawsuit does ask that the university expunge any record of Swartz's termination, alleging that it was improper and should never have happened. Ann, Scott.
It's been a soggy Monday for central Indiana, and the rain does continue to fall in the eastern part of the state, although it is beginning to wind down. Some of the steadiest rain from Greenfield to Newcastle to just north of Cambridge City and Richmond. These showers will continue for the next couple of hours. Rain has had a big impact on temperatures. 60s and 70s right now in Indianapolis, 68, along with Columbus, where we have some clearing and we've had a longer break from the rain, 74 degrees in Lafayette. The weather issue we want to alert you to for tomorrow morning is fog, the potential of near zero visibility. When that happens, we oftentimes get school delays, so prepare now for a slower start to our Tuesday. Morning temperatures in the mid 60s with fog, and then we'll see rain chances start to increase, especially later in the day. You can see this next wave gets in here tomorrow evening. The overall weather pattern remains unsettled for the next several days. I'll cover those rain chances in the 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Angela. Tonight, a call to action, and it comes from Metro Police, and it's a response to the violent weekend that we had across our city. The call is put down the guns.
At least 13 people were shot across our city, including a mass shooting that killed 2 people and left 5 others hurt. All of this unfolding around 2 on Sunday morning near Shore Terrace and Eagle Creek Parkway. Police tell us a disturbance took place in the parking lot and led to the shooting.
2 men, 38-year-old Rodney Taylor and 29-year-old Dante Horgans, died. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey sharing a message with the community in wake of that violence.
Your life is worth more than a moment of anger. Your neighbor's life is worth more than that. Please walk away instead of doing something that will change your life forever.
Also, right now on this Monday night, Metro Police tell us they are trying to identify a third person now in connection to the shooting.
An Indianapolis man will now spend the next 45 years behind bars after pleading guilty to murder and attempted murder. All of this stemming from a shooting in January of 2023. Jermell Hubbard shot and killed 20-year-old Brian Ward Jr. This case gained lots of attention because of Hubbard's prior criminal record. It includes Hubbard's arrest 4 days earlier at the same apartment for having a gun illegally.
And happening right now, people are gathering outside the city-county building. They're there to protest a proposal to build a data center on the south side in Franklin Township.
City-county councilors are expected to vote on that proposal in less than an hour. We've got Alex Almanza joining us live tonight at 6 outside the CCB with what we're hearing from city officials ahead of tonight's vote. Alex?
Anne-Marie Scott, it all comes down to this. Tonight's vote is going to help decide Franklin Township's identity, and people are showing up to support their community. You can see behind me dozens of people are here to protest, holding up signs that we've seen for months. And we've also been telling you how Google's bid to build here in Indianapolis has been met with fierce criticism, something that hasn't sat well with residents from the start. Many argue that data centers use up a lot of resources like water and electricity. They cite low amount of jobs, not enough tax incentives. Meanwhile, Google's attorney has laid out a set of commitments that aim to reduce those worries. But here's how tonight's vote's going to turn out. Each side, Google and the people against the project, are going to get 20 minutes total to present their case and rebuttal. Then, as district councilor, Michael Paul Hart will then have up to 7 minutes to speak. Then it's all up to the council, who'll get the final say when the voting floor opens. In between the last meeting and this one, Google has been lobbying with councilors and community partners like Franklin Township Schools, which, if you remember, flipped their decision entirely after meeting with Google. It's something that we've been seeing throughout the months. A lot of people saying that this is going to deplete a lot of resources and just not good for their community. But so far, we haven't noticed any significant trends in terms of people that are going to flip their votes tonight. We're going to see if that lobbying worked, if any of that, sorry, it's hard to hear here. So many people protesting. But Anne-Marie Scott, what's really going to be interesting is if those voters are consistent with those votes. But like I say with council, anything can go, and it's really up to them on deciding Franklin Township's fate.
All right, a vocal crowd outside the city-county building. We'll see you at tonight's vote tonight at 11 o'clock. Thanks, Alex.